Right, here we go. Resume, yes, I want to resume. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Just have Lynette's stream going on in the background on another, pardon me, screen. There we go. The red lipstick murder. Deary me.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch.
We've got the
Clyde
Welshman
Rose
again.
of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst.
The Galway
Man
Arms.
guessing 25 years of police work.
I can't tell if he's supposed to be
Floyd's
Welsh or
departure
Irish, this
leaves a
bloke.
place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny.
Oh.
Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
Oh dear, this guy doesn't like the idea.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Oh, we'll follow him this time. We're off. Wonder what that smell was.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Alrighty.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Alrighty, I was going to suggest you took the wheel, but as you got in there before me, I suppose I better do. Be prepared for my driving. Vehicle unlocked. 3 out of 95. Love it. Whoa! The hell's all that about?
Any central unit, car 16
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. Well, they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
Alrighty,
What
yeah,
did he mean
miserable
by the
old
werewolf?
sod.
Vidalia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the
Hello,
sidewalk,
Flash, how you doing, mate?
that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Where are we going here? Sorry. Oh, get off, you idiot. Oh. Maybe I should have gone the other way, I don't know. Oh, okay. Is that a railway line? Alright. Jack off. Road hogs. Just keep going that way. Got around that nicely. Well, what the hell?
If we survive this, it's going to be a miracle.
Hello, Sander. No worries, mate. Appreciate the look. Look, get out of the way.
Crime scene is just up a dirt road, Detective.
Alrighty. Thank you, officer.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could
No.
use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Ah. Yep. Oh. Footprints. Blood. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Thank God Jack isn't here. Oh right, yes. While I think about it, folks, I don't know if you saw my community message or anything on Twitter. Do me a big favour and subscribing to this channel for me. Where are we? Let's get that back up. I'll put a link in the old. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to that channel, I'd be very much appreciated, everybody. Right, there we go.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them
Cheers,
vulture
Sander.
reporters
Thank you.
so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Right. No one's moved the body, but it always seems like I'm allowed to. I don't know why. Walked into footprints just then.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare.
I
back to
believe.
the
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough, Flash. Hello, Ian. Thanks for subscribing to Damon's channel. It's much appreciated, mate. Yeah, look at that.
The victim's bag?
Victim's bag.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Alright. The red lipstick murder. That's what it's all called. Well, from that. Alright then, Flash. Enjoy your Sunday nap.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I need South America here by the looks of it. Doesn't look like it. Yes, it could be. There we go. Yeah. Oh, so There we go.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Who knows? Right, okay. My fingerprints are all over it now. Do we have to go and look at the body? I mean, I'm not keen on this.
Cause of death?
It could be the head injuries.
Bless her.
She has been badly stalked. The cuts look superficial. I'll know if...
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Oh.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
No, nothing there. Where's his gloves? No. No, we've done that. And the head.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Alrighty. I'll go the proper way. I'll tell him to drive. La Bamba. La 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 Bamba.
Can you drive to this one?
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a known corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over
He's
the
just as
police
bad a
department
driver
as
as
well?
me.
Let me finish, Phelps.
Oh, that makes me feel
guy
bad.
opens his mouth again after 6 months of stum. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at
woman in
coming
front
up
says
with
go,
monitors,
come
but
on.
they're terrible for
Beep, beep.
police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't. Understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
La 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 bamba. Sé que bonito la pola la gracia.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the
Hi,
regular
Gareth.
bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Hibiscus. Not you. Oh, this guy. Okay.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
You going to pay for that?
Christ. Sure, I know her. She and I and
House officer.
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Let's review that evidence. What we got?
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories.
Stories?
One guy in particular.
Look at his expression. I don't know. Does that give me any clues?
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
Alrighty.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
Flying
no,
days.
It was before Jacob.
Oh. Oh, right, okay. He's getting a bit...
I think you killed her, McCall.
Oh,
She
no, no,
finally
no, no,
dumped
no, no,
Henry,
no,
but
no.
Still, she wasn't interested in you. She was in here flirting, and that was it for you. You took the ring because it has some link to you.
You're full of cheap shots, aren't you, detective? Speak to the temp barman. I was here for a couple of hours after I closed up, and my wife will testify that I was in all night. I think I've had enough of you and your theories.
Damn it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Yeah, as usual, Sander, as usual.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Got it right.
Thanks,
Actually,
Mr.
2
McCall.
out of
You've
3,
been a
not
big help.
bad.
One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Oh, bless him. Right, let's...
So,
hello, very
how's
old
your tuna
jukebox.
fish salad?
Tuna fish salad.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
I want to use it. Ooh.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Oh, okay. I want to use the phone, please.
Operator, give me R&I.
1 moment, please.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a
Who
registered
sounds so
owner on a
polite?
license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
I don't know.
Please.
What does that mean?
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh, where's he gone? Is he outside? Right. Next location, really. Henry Residence. Ba-da-da-da-dee.
You're behind the wheel.
You're behind the wheel.
You
Where are
find
we
the
here?
booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts.
Ah,
A
he's a
smart
drinker.
lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Oh, there, Chase. Not good. Hope you're out. Right. Is that where the door is? Yep, there's the door. A lot of banging going on here. Banging.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
She's dead on the floor.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Ah. Oh, there.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
I
You said
have
the house would be
prescribed.
empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
He's up to no good, that bloody doctor, if he calls himself that. Okay.
doesn't appear to be connected. Size 9s, above average for a lady. Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Circumstantial. Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. If one of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Optimistic, Cole.
I knew it.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Isn't that the cop that caught the guy?
You can drive.
The heck?
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal. You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Size 11s. So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We know that she drinks, Jacob. Drunks have regular haunts, places they feel relaxed.
Celine did most of her drinking at home. She didn't have many friends left. Not many alcoholics do. Not real friends, anyway.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
And how are we meant to believe that, Jacob? It isn't looking good for you.
That nosy bitch from next door, Janie Horgan. She'll tell you I left. And what time.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
You called the bar to give yourself an alibi. Then you went after her, beat her, and dumped her in a park. I think you are a sack of shit, Jacob.
You're not going to pin Celine's death on me. I'll take a lie detector test to prove it.
McCall says he called and you didn't pick up.
I tried to get her help, and she laughed in my face. Well, then, of course, she needs me. I'd had enough. Everyone has their limit.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
What's this?
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Try it again. Hello, hello, hello. No, it's come back again. Hopefully it's come back. Don't know what that was all about. Hopefully we're okay now. Hope you can hear me. Lovely job. Thanks for letting me know, Sander. Much appreciated.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Yeah, I do. I need to go over the case notes.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're going to get.
Where are we? Here. Let's see what there. Yeah, we got that. So no. No, enough at the moment. Rusty Galloway. Where is he? Alright. None of those names seem to come up. Or was it on the other side? I bet it was on the other bloody side. Hello Neil, how you doing, mate? Here it is, on the other side. He's over 16, there we go,
Mendez,
right the last one.
Apartment 16.
L. Dudley. Oh. There we go, excellent. Number 16. It's upstairs. 4th floor, okay, God, here we go. Oh. What are we looking at here? Yeah, 4th floor, I know. God, even
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Anymore. That's it. So 14.
Don't
15,
bother knocking,
16.
just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Alrighty.
I don't think this is anything.
Oh, okay. Oh ho 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 ho.
Maybe. No.
What's a gun? What we got down here?
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed. Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Alright then, mate.
Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns
No, it's good
are
to see you anyway,
geniuses?
Neil. Cheers.
Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Don
Hi,
will
Alf. How you
begin to
doing?
like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
Mendez, come back here, Mendez. Come back here.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Ah. There's a... No. What are you doing?
Get in and drive.
Yes, sir. I don't mind driving these ones. Whoa!
Clean this asshole off the road.
Whoa!
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Alrighty. I'll try.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires.
Whoa! Hello, Arkies. How you doing?
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Show me your hands!
Welcome in, Arkies. Hope you're doing well.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Alrighty, Mr. Mendez.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems
good,
the city
thanks.
has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
For anyone who wasn't in the chat earlier, please, if you can do me a favour and subscribe to my a good friend's YouTube channel. That'd be very much appreciated, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, we've done it. Oh, the suspect is in the bag, even if you did leave Jacob sweating in central lockup. Okay, well, there's most of the, yeah, well, who worries about that? You have to get the suspect. Cheers, Arky, thank you. He did a few videos last year of Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm trying to convince him to do Red Dead Redemption 2. It's the first time I've seen him. Some of my badminton buddies from I used to go to before COVID, and for a few years I sort of met up as a group last night for a fair while, and it was great to see them. And I found out he had a go at YouTube. Cheers, Alf. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Let's see what we've got here. Right, so we're going back to the werewolf again. That could be him.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Sunset Boulevard.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
All right, fair enough, mate.
Now that's an oxymoron for you.
Oh, so that's our car.
You know the way. You can drive.
He does. He knows the way. He can drive.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence.
Hey, it's good fun, Arkies. It's good fun. A number of times I keep asking the wrong questions, though I still seem to keep solving the cases. So, yeah. Going by their facial expressions has proven very difficult for me.
Boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Alright, we'll get it solved in a day. The way I keep going.
Detective, I was first on scene.
How bad? You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me.
Come on,
Family
you
out
tell
for a
me.
stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. If you recognize that line from a movie,
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
you're a good friend of mine.
Here she is.
Alright. Okay.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Alright. Again.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Honest Abe, there he is. That's looked in the handbag. Whoa, didn't need to look over it like that.
Victim a white female Jane Doe on Coast Street. Possible ID of Deirdre Muller. Can you run
You should.
Mark is very distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
It says it's not for kids. Damn those pesky kids.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I'm done.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Well, that's that done, so let's talk to the old coroner.
Detectives, R&I says a Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Yeah.
What now?
Ignore the reporters. Just get the juice from the report.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia?
From the other one, this is another sort of copycat murder
That's
flash.
a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a crowd who wouldn't
but
put
they
out.
said
Are you
the
a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your
instances
mouth,
of that last murder were
All I'm
reported in the
saying
press,
is
so
get
it could be a
enough to do
like say
without
someone
reopening closed
copycat.
cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
I was closest, sir. I got the call. Not much more I can tell you.
Oh, okay then, mate. Thanks for your help, anyway. Right, listen, over these guys. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Is that our car over there? Muller residence. Set his destination.
How bad is it?
You can drive.
Yep, because I'm a lazy son, so you can drive.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? You know, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
This conversation is over. Oh, there's a plane there. Marlow residence, 11:02 a.m. That was a plane up in the sky there.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Show your badge. You're supposed to show your badge. Identification. ID. ID.
Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
Person of interest, Michelle Mahler.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Carrot.
Nothing significant.
Okay.
My partner will
Junk.
explain everything when he gets back.
It's not
okay?
junk, it's food.
There's nothing to worry about.
Note on the fridge? No? No?
Not sure this means much.
Okay. Ooh, what got here?
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Don't forget Mum's birthday. Okay. I know that, mate. I know that. Let's just go. Alright. Well, that violin.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Alrighty. Not had much luck so far. Not finding anything, shall we say? Size 8.
Work boots. Size 8s. No sign of a wedding ring.
Alright.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
There we go. End of the music. Now we're going to have a chat with the daughter. Right.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Your mother is dead.
Need the family liaison officer.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Oh, yeah, that was a quick cry.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Bonnet. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
I can't do that.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Hello again. That was the wrong question as well. You might have been right, Flash.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose
Liar!
wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday.
She doesn't seem that upset now, does she?
It was kind of a makeup present.
Alright. State
Your mom and
pen.
dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Shall I press it? Hang on, let's just view the notebook. Husband's alibi. Alright, back
They
up.
weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once.
Oh!
She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
Good call, Flash, good call.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Oh, I recognise this
Daddy,
Go to
actor.
your room,
Here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy,
He's an alias.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Oh, we'll have some of that.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why are you lying?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
View the notebook. There we go.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Oh, yeah.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
I see. We're getting it right. That's 2 on the trot. 2 on the trot.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Right.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose?
Sit down.
Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Still 3 on the trot. 3.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car parked by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your
3
wife.
out of 4.
That's not true. God damn it.
Yes. There we go.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
4 out of 5.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello.
Hello.
Detective.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Enjoy, Flash.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
Pardon me, excuse me.
The blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't... No one's home and...
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down
And then
here.
we'll just
Clean
leave
up.
her.
Take care of the kid.
I love these police phone boxes. They're brilliant.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Phelps,
Hello, Jeffro. Yeah, no, I never can read them, Jeffro. That's the thing.
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective.
Roger, 11K.
Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thank you.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal in South
Can you drive to this one?
All
Got
right,
it,
well,
KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
There's this random guy reading a newspaper. Goes to the morgue and have a word with the... What's his face?
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Will do.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Oh.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Alright, let's go and have a look at that then. Oh, no. Let's have that. There we go, and we're off. How do I... Oh, we need to ring something. Ugh.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks for your help.
Alrighty.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
There we go.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want to enjoy their work too much.
We're going to turn right again shortly, are we? No, we're in straight, so we could have just come back.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You've been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo, bop, 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 ba-dooby-doo-doo.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Was I supposed to get on the bike? Whoa. Come on.
There he is. See him?
Could be a bit of a red herring this, but we'll see. I bet Arky's absolutely, yeah, definitely hard work.
What's your name?
I used to drive for work for a Bedford Army
Who's
truck. I tell you, they were hard work.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Oh, we're back
Name's
at the...
Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Oh, yeah.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Oh.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
That was quick. Whoa.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Call Central. Gotta call Central. Hit those apexes.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
To the Central Investigations.
You're behind the wheel.
Ooh, probably going to make this mess of this
I
one.
say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car. He had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Thank you for the 11 likes, folks. Very much appreciated. Appreciate your company this afternoon on a... Well, here it's a bit of a dreary Sunday. Overcast.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Yeah. Where's he going?
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Alrighty.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
Aye.
I had worse. My family a road.
Sure, I recognise this actor as well.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the boatyards. I'm pretty good with my hands.
Damn it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
Remove
you
one
have
of
any
the questions,
preference
mate.
regarding rope, Eli?
So I try and save
Good
it for
rope
maybe
from
an
a bad
important
rope,
one.
if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
So, for example, I'll show you. So it says remove an answer.
You're lying, Eli. You're a creature of habit. You just get out of jail and you're back to your old ways. You use a specific type of rope.
That may be the case. But you got nothing that says I used a rope to hurt that woman. I think you should let me go. Is there some money coming my way for finding that butterfly?
So, still didn't get it right.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the hat squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Hello, Jay. Don't quite ever get that option to press.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
You're full of shit, Hugo. You want us to feel sorry for you? We feel sorry for your wife. The blood came from the wound in your wife's head.
Why would I lie? You can check at the workshop. You don't want to catch the real guy. You just want to blame me.
Oh.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
I'm useless at the facial expressions. That's the trouble, Arkies. I look at it and think, what?
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
So go on then, Arkies. So what is he doing here? What option should I choose with this expression? He doesn't know anything about a tire iron. I mean, I would accuse because we found the bloody tire iron. Flash saying accused. Do you agree, Arkies? Going by his face because his eyes are sort of wandering very... He's got a little twitch. All right, we accused.
You're lying, Hugo. You're going to have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Oh. Do we charge him?
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
So what's he on it? Have we accused the wrong man? Is that what it's going to tell us at the end? Yeah! So what's it going to say? Hang on. It seemed like it was pointing towards him, so we're saying it wasn't him? Oh. So you're telling me you would have told me not to charge him?
Phelps! We captured 2 regular armies. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? They're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Yet this golden boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
That's what I thought. No, right, I see what you're getting to say now. Yeah.
See
That's
that
what I
boy?
mean, that's what I
Slapped
thought.
that Jap right upside the head.
It was
I thought I'd done the right thing.
of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used.
So I'm a
with
bit
his
lost there.
superior.
Maybe Arkies
I
can...
respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we were fighting the Japanese private?
With respect, sir.
I didn't quite get what he was on about. But then again, with that
And why
Captain,
did they
I
attack
struggle to
Pearl,
understand
Private?
what he's on
Because
about half the
they
time.
hate the U.S. of A. and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
No, I ain't looking at you. I was just wondering if you thought I'd done the right thing. No, I'm not blaming you, mate. The silk stocking murder.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
What? Is that a glitch?
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
Should we not had that
boys
last
have a new
scene? It was a
case.
glitch.
A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend
Yeah.
first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young
Yes, oh
folks,
yeah, definitely.
You win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
So I think Phelps is as confused as us. Shall we say we will agree on that? No, obviously wasn't a glitch, just
You can drive.
because he's as confused as we are. Old Captain seems that he's either drunk all the while or on
You have the
something.
address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 1 p.m. crime scene.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
A show? Well, that's a...
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. Kiss the blood, BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar
I
color
hear
to
it flies,
the
that's
other
all I
cases.
keep hearing.
I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
May as well follow the trail. Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
Destroying the scene. Going all the way along here. Hell of a lot of blood. Right. I keep walking in it. Oh, something
We
shining
kept
at
the
me.
area pristine for you boys. Best check it out.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
Very odd. Blood, 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 blood.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
That's a trap.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Hang on, sorry. Blood. Oh, chuck off the top. Okay,
Where are you taking us?
up there, I suppose. Okay. Blimey, this is weird.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
So you
Clearly
just
wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. Got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
A hell of a lot of blood to be tramping around. Okay.
The trail points up.
Further up. Monkey Man.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
All very weird. Alright then, Arky, thanks so much for hopping in, mate. Take care. And there's the other half.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Right. Cheers, mate. That it? We done?
What do you think?
Let's check that library card address. See where our dead lady comes from.
You know the way. You can drive.
Bum, bum, bum.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Boarding house? Alright, no pets allowed, boarding house. Room's 35 cents, bed's 15 cents. What's the difference? So you can have a room without a bed?
Wait just a moment.
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Well, I didn't wipe my feet. I tried to, but
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
a fire like this in Los Angeles?
Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Last door on the left.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, we're going upstairs. Pillock. Hello, Richie. How you doing? Whoa.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Blimey hell. Only half time. Happy Sunday to you as well, mate.
Okay, we have an address.
Okay. Oh.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Okay. Hello, Glasgow. How you doing, mate?
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Hello, Scott. How are you doing, mate?
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Where was it taken from? Ah, good man, Glasgow. You won't regret it. Where was it taken from? that's come from. Could know where that's come. Oh, excuse me. I knew that was coming, but I couldn't think to stop it. Couldn't warn you, sorry. Oh, hang on, what's we got over here? Uh-oh. Arbor. Okay. Where could that have come from?
Any ideas?
The landlady looks like she means business. We'll be wanting her statement.
Yeah. We'll get a statement from her then. Oh. Alright, we're about this way.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Oh, right question.
What
Movements
time
of the
did
victim.
Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
What? Nothing really I can... Yeah, but what can I accuse her with that?
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was a very religious girl.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Well, we've seen the picture of it, and that wasn't a necklace, that was a charm bracelet, wasn't it?
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, man. You've been
3
very
out of 4.
helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
I've said it
Oh,
right from the
5
start.
hidden
Come
vehicles.
down hard on the
Oh,
husband.
wow.
Let's check his place out.
Oh, isn't it? Wonder why this crime scene's still there, as if I've missed something. Oh, car's there. There's a cop there, hello. I'll do a bit of driving for a change.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, Phelps. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his
Oh,
life.
that's the railway, sorry.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Oh, where are we going here? Over here. Malinada residence, 1:26 p.m. Right, I'm just got to find his. There he is, number 304.
Alvarado was in apartment 304.
304. Oh, I didn't think it was that bad. Tell me where. What number have we got here? Okay, yeah, so ground, probably floor 3. Ooh. Oh, at least I spotted
Phelps,
it was
this
a
could turn
railway.
ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Oh.
I got 100 pounds of his wife.
Hey, yeah.
Now look, I don't want no trouble, see?
Oh.
Damn. You got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit
Galloway,
weird.
Badge number 564. I
I
need a
just keep
prowl
thinking there's a
car at
ghost
the
in the room.
apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no.
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Well, we don't know. That's what we're trying to find out.
Figured the whole place is going over. Then talk to the neighbors.
Get my...
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Jimbo, is that... Is that an insult in some sort of way I'm not aware of?
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Mm.
The El Dorado.
El Dorado. What a fantastic soap that was.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Hello.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
That was helpful.
No good. There's nobody here.
Alright, I didn't get much chance to answer the door.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated.
Can you take the mask off, please?
I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am.
Hello.
Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. We should check it out.
Alrighty. The El Dorado. Oh, we don't go down there, do we? We'll fall off the cliff. That's better. Parked over here. And drive this one.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
I do. I'm on slow, coach.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
All right.
The
Captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
I'll follow him then. He knows where he's going. Not sure where that is, so... Hi mate, how you doing? My ex-partner, innit? Or not? Drakowski, whatever his name was.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir. This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Never mind. You would not give a square deal.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds and be thou damned, beholding good, both infinite as the universe, and thou and thyself torturing solitude. An awful image of calm power, though thou not sittest at the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally. And after many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging forth through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Well, we're supposed to go to El Dorado Bar first, to see if we can find out more.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
What do we know?
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
La 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 la.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
All right.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Tony's letter. Yeah, that's bullshit.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Size 8. Oh.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Mm-hmm. Not always.
I think you killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat. The sun is getting to your head. I've told you the truth. You don't believe me? You can go to hell.
Oh yeah, habitually means she wears all the way. Sorry, yeah, that's my fault.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Wow. Hmm. We'll use a bit of intuition. Remove an answer, please. Oh. Cool.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Mouthpiece door strips off.
Alright, so there.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died.
Yeah, that's what he said
Maybe the
before, didn't
regulars,
he?
too.
Yeah.
Check it out.
That's where we're gonna go then. I'll drive this time.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
I really hate this fuck.
Sorry! Damn!
Jesus, Phelps! You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just not.
Obviously they want us to listen to that. 1:53 p.m. El Dorado.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Alrighty. So we had an empty
Where's
envelope,
that
didn't we?
goddamn waitress?
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Ah.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Did she leave with anyone?
No. She wanted a cab, but my payphone ain't working, so I couldn't call her one.
Damn.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
So you let a 21-year-old girl who was stone drunk just walk off into the night?
I'm sorry about what happened, I really am. But I pour drinks. I don't claim to have the answers to everyone's problems.
Why are you stalling us, Aguilar? You're making yourself a suspect.
All I tried to do was help. And you come in here, into my bar, and you start asking me these questions.
What's your shoe size?
What? I take a broad 9, wide feet.
Say, you want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Advice?
Search around. If Antonia was as messed up as we hear, maybe she left physical evidence as well as witnesses.
Okay.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
Tuna fish salad?
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some necking. You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice. Really.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
No music, so... Let me go outside. At the back here.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Out of order. What did he say? He did say that, didn't he? His phone wasn't working, so he's telling the truth.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. Don't tell them where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Where's he gone running off to? See, the crime scene's still there, that it really does get me, that. We didn't find something. So we should go back.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making Isa his woman? Please. Now we'll get...
Oh, didn't have to go far. Whoa, that's a glitch.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know that, did we, at the time? Have you seen this guy again, or where's he going? Alright. No music, so I assume I've got to go and talk to him. Again.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
We recovered some of Mrs. Maldonado's personal items from this area, Clem. The last item we found overlooked this place. I think you're lying, and if you want our help, you better come clean with us.
Hey, you think I'm some kind of nut job? That I did something to her? Me? What proof have you got? I have a store to run if you're quite finished.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Kellogg's cornflakes.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think.
Okay, there we go.
She seemed
Right.
to know the guy.
2 people have said that.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Shh.
Alright.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Good for you. Alright, we're a bit closer over here. No, so it stops, but it comes back here. It's got to be in this area somewhere. Right, Alright.
I'm at a loss.
This kid sells bananas for a living. What has he got to hide? Search the place, Phelps.
Alright. The music stopped again when I go too far out this way. It comes back here. Bloody DPD delivering to people on a Sunday, look. Oh, blimey. What am I looking for? I see, I go out of that area where the music stops. As far as I know, it's got to be within where the music is. Again, as soon as I go out there, what am I bloody looking for? Ah! I thought the music had stopped out here.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
Let's apprehend him.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Ah, right, so we got the, let's look at me. Clues. So 253. 253. 253. Alright.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Ooh. All come together here. He's probably escaped now, actually.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Here we go.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep
Yeah,
on me.
it did
Give me
say
back your
apprehend him.
clothes.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Whoa, whoa.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
There's a bit.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Oh, yeah. Wonder he's still alive.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
I think he's as dodgy as hell as well. Alright. Alright. Distinguished on that one. Distinguished.
Sarge, why are the
Flashback.
guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is a shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Right. That's where we'll leave it for this afternoon, I think, folks. Thank you very much for joining me this today. So we'll end the stream and we'll see if YouTube flags it up. See what it does. But yeah, thank you very much. Still improving to be getting a little bit better at asking the questions now. You never know, we're getting there. And solving these cases with getting more clues and questions correct. But thanks very much. Yeah, have a good day, Sandra, to you and everyone else as well. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and we'll see you soon for the next time, I'm sure. So, bye-bye for now. Cheers. All the best.